I built this AI assistant in less time than my coffee took to brew. It runs in the background, costs absolutely nothing to operate, and automates a workflow that used to take me 30 minutes of manual planning every morning. Here's the full build. We are going to construct a system that takes your messy stream of consciousness ideas, the ones you record while pacing around the kitchen, and turns them into a structured project plan. By the time you sit down at your desk, your tasks will be scheduled and waiting for you. And we are doing this without writing a single line of code. We're stringing together a combination of free cloud APIs and local hardware processing to eliminate monthly subscription costs entirely. The goal here is simple. Close the gap between having an idea and executing it, ensuring you never lose another breakthrough to administrative friction. Step 1 is getting the data out of your head and into the cloud. You need to create a dedicated, isolated folder. Let's call it your AI voice inbox, set up inside Google Drive. Next, grab your phone. Open the default voice memo app that's already installed and hit record. Tell it what you want to build, outline the problems you're trying to solve, or just let yourself ramble. When you're done, tap the native share sheet and send that audio file straight into your new Google Drive folder. Keep this step exactly this simple. If capturing your thoughts takes more than 1 or 2 taps, human nature takes over, and you simply won't use the system consistently. Now we have a raw audio file sitting in the cloud. We need an engine to actually read it and understand what you want to accomplish. This data table shows the 2026 landscape for free cloud APIs. If you need sustained free usage, Google Gemini is your best option. If you want raw, real-time speed for smaller tasks, Groq's custom hardware takes the lead. Meanwhile, Anthropic and OpenAI offer finite trial credits to let you test their heavier models. The catch with free APIs is rate limits. They restrict how many requests you can make per minute. To solve this, you configure your automation to batch multiple voice notes together and process them simultaneously, squeezing past the restriction in one clean push. If you don't want to deal with cloud limits at all, or if your notes contain sensitive client data, you can bypass the cloud entirely by running an open-source model on your own local hardware using Llama. As long as your machine has 8 to 16 gigabytes of RAM, you just open your terminal, type Llama run Gemma 31B, and you have an efficient language model running privately in the background. By strategically choosing either batch-optimized cloud APIs or local execution, you secure a sustainable processing loop that handles your daily volume without ever hitting your wallet. With the engine selected, we have to wire it up. We use a visual automation canvas like make.com or N8N to connect your Drive folder to the AI model. This flowchart shows a common point of failure called context leakage. When your first AI transcribes the audio and then passes that raw, unedited text to a second AI to build your tasks, the second model gets overwhelmed. It forgets the original context and starts dropping important project details. You prevent this by creating a shared memory layer. You instruct your first AI to write a 3-sentence state summary of your project goals before handing the data off. This ensures the next agent receives a clean, highly focused instruction set. Now you send that clean summary to your final AI node. Prompt this model to act exclusively as a project manager. Instruct it to break the summarized idea into logical steps and calculate realistic deadlines for each one. Finally, map the outputs from that project manager node straight into the API of your daily workspace, creating distinct rows and scheduled tasks in Todoist, Notion, or ClickUp. Fixing this context chain turns your AI from a basic text generator into a reliable, autonomous system capable of handling multi-step logic. Let's look at the result. You give the system a messy stream of consciousness recording, and a few minutes later, that rambling transcript on the left becomes a clean, prioritized task list on the right. You speak into your phone, the audio routes to Drive. The automation batches the transcription, protects the context, and generates an actionable plan. Let me know down in the comments which engine you plan to use, the Cloud API tier or a local Llama setup, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see my exact prompt templates. The friction between having a great idea and actually executing it is gone. All that's left is for you to get to work.